Some glimmers of hope today. The pandemic seems to be peaking in some European countries, and social distancing seems to be working here in southwestern Pennsylvania. But what about after we let up? A CMU professor shared some sobering news about that with Andy Sheehan today. Andy.
Ken, CMU professor Wesley Pegden says there's good news and bad news about our fight against the coronavirus. The good news is that social distancing is working. The not so good news is that challenges lie ahead.
In the good news, social distancing definitely works. And we're going to see in the near term deaths and infections come down across the country.
Around the world, and especially right here in southwestern Pennsylvania, experts agree that social distancing is keeping the virus in check. But after it peaks, flattens, and decreases, what then? CMU professor Wesley Pegden says we'll face a whole new slate of challenges.
I think a lot of the public has the impression that after 2 months, things will start to open up, and sort of by September, we should expect things to be basically normal. And that's not the case at all. People should be prepared for the fact that there are going to be hard decisions and hard trade-offs made to keep things under control.
Pegden and his wife, Pitt biology professor Marina Kachina, say the virus will still be lurking in the background, threatening to infect and spike again. And we don't know yet what will keep it contained. Measures under consideration are tracing all the people who come in contact with a newly infected person or isolating at-risk people like the elderly.
You could imagine a situation where, for example, schools try to operate, but only with teachers under a certain age, right? Which would be very difficult, right? It would force all sorts of difficult choices, but those are the kinds of choices that society will have to be thinking about to make things function in some sort of reasonable way.
Pegden says we will not approach what we once viewed as normal life until we have a vaccine, which he says is a year or two away.
The way we're doing it now is buying us time. And in the future, we still have to have some other way that we're changing the game. Either whether it's a vaccine or reducing mortality rates with some other treatment, building on possible capacity, or finding some way to relax society that will work for us.
Now here in western Pennsylvania, we haven't been hit as hard as other parts of the country, and there is hope that the curve will soon flatten. But that doesn't mean that life will soon return to normal or that the fight against the coronavirus is over. Reporting live in Oakland, Andy Sheehan, KDKA News.